Nah, so boom. So Nadia was just talking about one program where, like, you got people who they want to jump on the house flipping thing, where you get random Joes. They work a 9 to 5, whatever. And they might like be like accountants or whatever, innit? Like they decide they want to get into property development. Yeah, that's good. Me, I'm the type of man. I say, always try something new. Yeah? But these people got into problems in that because they didn't know what they were doing. They're in a field where they have no experience, and they'll buy a property that's supposedly cheap, but then, as Nadia said, it's a money pit. They're basically throwing money into it, and it's just getting lost. Yeah, they're getting ripped off by builders and that. They don't know what they're doing. They're taking on, like in the Jamaican culture, we say your eye bigger than your belly. Yeah, so you think you can take on more food than you can actually handle. So they're getting involved in projects, and it looks, oh, it's a quick, simple fix or whatever, yeah, and it's not. So if you want to, you can try something new. Yeah, but Alan Sugar said this one thing, and it's always stuck in my head. Stick to what you know. Yeah? So me, for example, I tried to buy and sell cars. That didn't go nowhere. A man had 2 cars. What was it? The Peugeot 207. That took about 3 months to sell. And then I think it was like a Renault Clio or something. That took about
Citroen.
8. The Citroen C1. Sorry, the Citroen C1. That took about 8 months to sell. Whatever. Obviously, I tried something that I didn't know, and it failed. You know? I'm not saying that someone else is gonna fail, but always stick to what you know. So these people, they will get involved in projects and that, and things that they don't understand, and it will go wrong. They don't understand why. Yeah? If you are an electrician, or if you are in the construction industry, maybe house renovation and house flipping is for you. Yeah? If you're a 9 to 5, an IT guy or an accountant, yeah, maybe it's not for you. I ain't saying don't try, but I'm saying don't complain if it don't go your way. Yeah? I see one rapper, I ain't gonna say his name, but I see him on Instagram. He's from Hackney, talking about how he got ripped off by builders and that. Blood, you're a fucking drug dealer, fam. Yeah? I ain't saying stick to drug dealing, but what I'm saying is maybe that house renovation and thing is not for you. Do you know why? Because you have no competency. Yeah, I'm an electrician. I don't know about plumbing and that. And obviously, you've seen from my previous videos, I've done plumbing and that. But I'm an electrician. I've got a construction mind. Yeah, it's going to be a bit more difficult and that for someone to try and rip me off or try and scam me. Yeah? If you don't have competency in certain fields, then don't get involved. It's just like a woman who, women always complain that they get ripped off by mechanics and that. They don't know nothing about cars. Obviously, not all of us know about cars, but you're almost like looked at as food to the mechanics. You're looked at like easy money, an easy target, whatever, because they know you have no competency. So, me, property renovation and that is for me, because I'm an electrician. I've always worked in houses. I've always worked on construction sites and that. So all these people that get involved in money-making schemes and try all these different projects that don't work, well, that's why you ain't competent. Man are gonna see you as, this person don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Yeah, $6 to rewire a house. $6 to rewire what house? Huh? So, yeah, do you remember the name of the program? You don't remember it. Yeah. That's what happens, man. If you don't understand the trade, you don't understand what you're going into, you're leaving yourself open. Don't get twisted, a man can learn new things. That can happen, innit? But if I was most people, if my advice to you or anyone is stick to what you know, like what Alan Sugar said, because you're going to end up putting yourself in a position where people can take advantage of you due to your lack of knowledge. I even had a guy, so when I took that same Peugeot 207 that took forever to sell, I had to take it down to Tottenham to get an MOT. So I drove down from Northampton down to Tottenham, and the guy saw that I had trade plates in the back of the car. Trade plates like this. If you're on the road, and lift that camera up. If you're on the road and you ever see these people with like a white number plate with red writing, and you've always wondered like what the fuck that is, that's trade plates. So he saw that I had trade plates in the back of my car. If you become a car trader, which I tried to do, which failed, I had trade plates, so I had them in the back of the car. And I've been going to this guy for years for MOTs, to MOT my car, MOT my bike and that. Multiple different bikes and cars and that. So them man, they know me, I've been going there for years. Anyway, he said, well, like, you jumped on the trade plates and that. And I said, yeah, I'm actually trying to buy and sell cars and that. And he said to me, do you know what, you actually sound like you're serious. Like, just due to the fact that you bought trade plates. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it properly and that. And he said, oh yeah, if you want to go into business with me, like, how much money you got? So I told him, yeah, I've got this amount of money. He's like, yeah, you can invest it into the business, doing MOTs and that. And then I said to him afterwards, because I was there for a long time, I had to pull him to the side and I said, listen, I ain't going to bother getting involved with this business with you, because I cannot enter a business with someone who has more knowledge than me. Never be a sleeping partner. You always want to be in the driving seat. You never want to be a sleeping partner. How am I, as an electrician, know nothing about cars, going to enter a MOT business with a man who's got way more experience than me? So basically what he's going to do is point fingers and tell me what to do and use my money. Nah, I need to know what's going on. I need to know the ins and outs. Especially if I'm entering a business like MOTs. I don't know nothing about MOTs. Now, if I want to start buying and selling cars myself with my money, start buying and selling cheap cars, then fine. If it fucks up, then cool. But I ain't going to be investing 20, 30, X amount of grands and that into a business that I don't understand with someone who's got more knowledge than me. That means if someone's got more knowledge than you, then they can outsmart you. So there's people out here, they got a lot of money or whatever in it. Like, let's say, for example, they're an accountant. They want to go into business with this construction man or whatever. And he's saying, yeah, just put 20 grand into that. You need to be careful, because that construction man that's getting into a renovation business with the accountant, or Joe Bloggs who works in IT, he don't know about construction. He don't know about renovating properties. So he slightly can rip you off. And we all know, we all heard horror stories about family and friends and that ripping people off. Another thing. It's up to you if people want to do it. Me personally, I don't believe in going into business with people. There can only be one boss. There can only be one boss. I know, man, I ain't going to fling no names, but they know who they are if they're watching this, yeah? Man that I know open up shop and that 4-man deep. Now, or 5-man, now the team split, them two ain't talking to that two and that. It's the inevitable. You can't have 4 or 5 men running a business. Man full of testosterone and that. Everyone want to be the dominant. No. And I knew that you're waiting for failure. Right? It's the inevitable. So stick to what you know. Don't enter a business with someone that has more knowledge than you. Who their knowledge is far superior than yours. Don't enter a business like that. And yeah, just start your own thing. There can only be one boss, man. Yeah, there can only be one boss. Stay wise.